Drunk driving is responsible for the death of one person every 45 minutes. That doesn't include those who are seriously hurt or injured. Mothers Against Drunk Driving has been spreading the Don't Drink and Drive message for 40 years. Now they're on a new mission with a new leader, a young woman who survived a head-on crash here in Bay County.
I'm living proof that DUI can change your life in a second.
A familiar face is in a new role. Tess Rowland, former morning reporter on News 13 this morning, has a new job and a new mission.
So my role as the national president of Mothers Against Drunk Driving is to share my story, to travel around the country in hopes that I can make a difference and truly create a world of no more victims.
Rowland was almost killed in May of 2021. She was on her way to work driving on Back Beach Road in the early morning hours when she was hit head-on by a motorist driving the wrong way. Police say he was intoxicated.
I remember seeing those bright headlights, and then the next thing I knew, I woke up in a hospital room. I went from being a normal, healthy 22-year-old girl to having extensive injuries on my right side, which resulted in 7 surgeries, 4 plates, 22 screws, and now 4 large scars.
She still has pain and expects to have more surgeries in the future. In the meantime, Tess is taking her experience and turning it around to help others. She wants to make sure no one else is the victim of a distracted or drunk driver. As national president of MADD, Rowland will focus on sharing her story with young people.
We lose one person to DUI every 45 minutes in this country. And the sad reality, too, is that 30% of these fatal crashes involve a driver that's aged 21 to 24. So the reality is the youth needs to be engaged as they are part of creating a solution.
That means having a plan and doing everything possible to stay safe on the highway.
We want to create a world of no more victims. So what we're going to be preaching about is the importance of not driving while impaired. People need to make a plan, designate a driver, and designating a driver is not the driver that drinks the least. That is a completely sober driver, and then educating them about using rideshare as well.
Reaching out in person and online.
So we're encouraging everyone to use the hashtag #GetMad because, again, you should be mad about this issue, and we have the power to fix it.
While Rowland has plenty of work ahead of her, she hasn't forgotten the people who helped her through the long night.
I just want to take the moment, Amy, to also really thank the WMBB community, because I would be nothing without them. The true reality is that they lifted me up in a time that was very dark that I didn't think that I was going to get out of. And without their support, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
You can find out more about Tess Rowland's work and how you can get involved at mypanhandle.com.